And we're live. Good morning, everyone. What day is it? Is it Wednesday? It's Wednesday today here in Australia. So it's Tuesday in America. We were, Trace and I were singing. Well, actually, I was singing. Trace was teasing me not long ago. If anybody knows the next words to this song, can you please put it up on the screen? Blinded by the light, wrapped up in the dune, around a roller in the night. Yes, we are live, talking serious personal growth with the world. Join us and sing along. This, I feel like that X Factor show with Simon's there, no, Michael, no, you're atrocious. Get out of here. Hey, Belinda, Mr. Mulder. G'day, Ron, how are you? Great to see everyone joining us. Mr. Ward, Dave, Leon Brown. How are you, sir? Good to see everyone joining us this morning or this evening, wherever you are. So today we're going to just do a quick live about emotions. And emotions, I find, are the most reliable indicator to personal growth. So many of us are interested in personal growth, and we engage with the topic. We watch YouTube videos, we read books, we attend meetings, sometimes huge meetings with many people who are all there and just buzzing with excitement and stuff like that. And a lot of those people are there for personal growth, and it's kind of like something that's almost addictive, this personal growth thing. And we're into it because it makes us feel something. It makes us feel like we're doing something, like we're achieving something in our lives. But today's question is going to go a little bit deeper than that. And that is, what really is personal growth? So if we want to have a look at, if we want to observe where we're at in our lives as a human being, as a person, at any given moment, all we really need to do in our personal growth journey is become aware of our emotional state. How are our emotions? Because emotions are unfiltered. The intellect can be very sneaky. The intellect can be very tricky, and it can manipulate things so much that we aren't even aware, or we may be aware but so confused that we just start overthinking. And as we start overthinking, of course, we go into this horrendous tailspin, and we spin around so quickly in every different direction that we become so dizzy, we're completely disoriented, and we really just have got no idea which direction we're pointing in. So the intellect is not really a good indicator for us to introspect and observe ourselves in how we're doing in this life as a person, but emotions are raw. Emotions are our being. When we say human being, there's a reason why that word being is there. We're human beings. So you want to see how you're going as a human being, you want to observe yourself as a human being, then it's in the being part that we get a solid indicator of how we're going. And That's our emotional state, our emotions at any given moment. So if you're one of these people who is really into personal growth, you're reading up a lot, you know a lot about personal growth, you can rattle off, say, 10 to 15 Jim Rohn quotes straight off the bat, bang, you know, you can quote all of the great authors, great use of, you know, the alphabet through the intellect, can express yourself really, really well. But inside, when you're alone and you're in traffic and the little old guy pushes in front of you, the car's overheating, you know, someone's been giving you a hard time on the phone, you've had a testing day, and you start to get upset. Anger starts to boil up. That's very important. It's very important to observe that anger welling up, not to be embarrassed by it. There's nothing wrong with emotions. You know, I have discussions with people, and this is the topic that comes up the most. You know, that in the awakening point, we're putting forward a position that that it's all about the heart. It's all about the shift from the intellect to the heart. It's all about a shift from the intellect to feeling, to emotion, because that's where the real growth is. That's where the real growth happens. It doesn't happen in our heads. That's something else. It's not really personal growth. So when the emotions well up, that's telling you where the work has to be done. Not only that, more importantly, our emotions are telling us who we really are. That's who you really are. There's no better indicator than at that moment you feel anxious or you feel jealous. Like, and it's welling up. Oh my God, this jealousy, fuck. That's telling you that's who you are. There's nothing wrong with that. Authenticity is the game. Authenticity is 100% the game. That's the real deal. That's the real game we're in. And if we're going to engage in personal growth through direct experience, and we're for real about it, then emotions are the indicator that tells us who we are and where we need to do the work. You know, other people's opinions of where you may need to do the work are not as solid as you directly feeling that emotion and opening up to the inner hustle of it. Being aware from the heart, holy shit, that's where I need to do the work. Keeping an open mind, an open heart, and being humble enough and willing enough to now engage with yourself. You know, don't be a spectator. Don't just like shake your head and go, oh God, you know, geez, I really need to deal with this anger issue that I've got, you know, and just be a spectator and not really do anything about it. That's not personal growth. You know, when you're feeling that jealousy, you know, or when you're feeling that anger for whatever it is, you know, like it could be anything. It could be somebody that you know who's always been someone who's been struggling. And now all of a sudden they're doing so well. And you are now have always been doing so well, and now you're struggling. And you're seeing this person like doing so well, and you're angry. Secretly, you don't tell anyone. You wouldn't dare tell anyone, but inside you've got this emotion going, this jealousy shit, like fuck. And it's there, it's real, it's raw. You know, you want to like engage with yourself and know personal growth. That's it. That's who you are. That's the real you. And that is where the work, the inner hustle has to be done. So as personal growth tools, you know, as an indicator of where you need to start doing inner hustle on yourself, look no further than your emotion at any given state during the day, because that's solid ground. You can't lose. Your emotions are so honest. it's so real. You know, you want to engage in things like real talk, authenticity, raw, you know, the real deal, honest, straight in there, the real shit, then just you and your emotional state. When I say you and your emotional state, you are your emotional state, but you know what I mean. For the purpose of language and understanding the metaphors that we're throwing out here, that is where you can engage with yourself and interaction with yourself. That relationship of you diving deep into yourself and just becoming aware of your emotional state and knowing that's me. I'm not going to be embarrassed by this shit anymore. I'm not going to hide it. I'm not going to deny it. I'm not going to only engage and interact with myself when I'm flying high and doing well and kicking butt and, like, you know, helping the little old lady across the street because my ego's giving me a big pat on the back, like, look how good I am. No. When I'm feeling that jealousy, when I'm feeling that anger, when I'm feeling these raw emotions, I'm looking at myself. Shit, Mike. And I thought you had your shit together. But you don't. Why? Because you're freaking human. You're human. You know, authenticity, baby. You're human. Don't judge yourself. You know, don't give yourself a hard time. Holy shit. This ain't easy, what we're in. This simulator, this learning lab, this test of us as people and our emotional state, you know, like this is the game, man. This is the game. So emotional state is incredibly powerful because it is it's somewhere that you can engage with yourself in a way where you honestly cannot go wrong. So as you progress through the day today, look, this is what I do. All I do is I just become aware of myself and I accept myself. I don't get embarrassed. I don't try to make excuses. I don't try to let this guy get his dirty little hands on shit and start manipulating it and spinning stories and, like, making excuses like, oh yeah, but like this and this, like, you know. No, I don't let that happen. I just turn the volume down, boom. And I just sit with my emotional state and I just observe it. No need to think about it, just observing it, being there with it. And after a while, this will feel natural and that will tell you the work that you need to do, and it will just automatically happen. You know, as you're going through the day, when you feel that emotion well up, like, you just smile, you'll love yourself, you'll accept everything, and it'll just dissolve away. And that is personal growth, man. That is kicking ass. That's being a boss. That is what has got a coolness factor of, like, at least 500, if not like 5,000 or 50,000, whatever. So, who have we got? Mr. War. Yes. Oh dear. I love your posts, Dave. You actually make a lot of sense. A lot of sense. Your neck of the woods gets a little bit crazy when it comes to political correctness. So over here in Australia, sometimes I've got to admit, I look at it and just, what's going on there? But always good to see you on my screen, brother. And Victor Quintana Espinales, all the way from Uruguay. ¿Cómo estás, Victor Espinales? So, that's it for me this morning. I just thought I'd do a quick Facebook Live on emotions, because I honestly feel that this topic of emotions being the most reliable indicator for personal growth and that inner hustle. When we use that term inner hustle, this is what I mean by inner hustle. I mean observing your emotional state, accepting yourself as that person, unfiltered, lovingly, from the heart, without inventing shit and just doing what you got to do from there. Okay, so enjoy your day, guys, and I'll see you on the next one. Bye for now.